Hi friends, welcome to M.Sindhu English. So TRB 2025. So நம்ம ஒவ்வொரு யூனிட்ல இருந்து 100 questions பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம். எஜுகேஷன்ல இது வரைக்கும் 9 யூனிட்ஸ்க்கான 1 marks பார்த்தாச்சு. So இன்னைக்கு நாம யூனிட் 10 Instructional and Educational Technology. So இந்த சிலபஸ்ல இருந்து நாம இப்போ 100 questions பார்க்கலாம். So first, Bloom's and revised taxonomy of educational objectives. Who developed the original Bloom's taxonomy in 1956? The answer is Benjamin Bloom. How many levels are there in the cognitive domain of revised Bloom's taxonomy? How many levels are there in the cognitive domain of revised Bloom's taxonomy? The answer is 6. In the revised Bloom's taxonomy, which level involves creating a new or original work? The answer is create. Which of the following is a verb associated with remember level of Bloom's taxonomy? Which of the following is a verb associated with remember level of Bloom's taxonomy? The answer is list. The affective domain of Bloom's taxonomy focuses on. The affective domain of Bloom's taxonomy focuses on attitude and emotions. Which level of Bloom's taxonomy involves breaking down information into parts to explore relationships? Analyze. In the revised Bloom's taxonomy, the knowledge dimension includes all except emotional knowledge. Which domain of Bloom's taxonomy includes physical movement and coordination? Psychomotor. The verb justify is most associated with which level of revised Bloom's taxonomy? Evaluate. What was the original highest level of Bloom's taxonomy before the 2001 revision? Evaluation. Next topic, levels of teaching. The memory level of teaching primarily focuses on rote learning. Which level of teaching emphasizes understanding concepts and their interrelationships? Understanding level. Reflective level teaching encourages. Reflective level teaching encourages critical thinking and self-evaluation. At which level of teaching are students encouraged to question the assumptions? Reflective level. At which level of teaching are students encouraged to question assumptions? Reflective level. Which teaching level aligns with the evaluate level of Bloom's taxonomy? Which teaching level aligns the evaluate level of Bloom's taxonomy? Reflective level. Next subheading, instructional designing. Instructional design is best described as a systematic process to design, to develop and deliver instruction. Which of the following is a key component of instructional design? Which of the following is a key component of instructional design? Setting clear learning objectives. The ADDIE model is a framework for the ADDIE model is a framework for instructional design. What does the A in the ADDIE model stands for? Analyze. Which phase of ADDIE model involves creating instructional materials? Which phase of ADDIE model involves creating instructional materials? Development. Next heading, programmed learning. Programmed learning is based on the principles of. Programmed learning is based on the principles of behaviorism. Who is considered the pioneer of programmed learning? Who is considered the pioneer of programmed learning? B.F. Skinner. Linear programmed learning involves. Linear programmed learning involves a single sequential path for all learners. Branched programmed learning allows. Branched programmed learning allows multiple pathways based on learners' responses. A key feature of programmed learning is immediate feedback to learners. Systems approach. The systems approach in education views the teaching as. The systems approach in education views the teaching as a set of interrelated components. A set of interrelated components. Which of the following is the components of system approach? Which of the following is a component of systems approach? Setting instructional objectives. The system approach emphasizes. The systems approach emphasizes efficiency and effectiveness in instruction. In the systems approach, feedback is used to. In the systems approach, feedback is used to improve instructional process. The systems approach aligns with which instructional design model? The systems approach aligns with which instructional design models? ADDIE. ADDIE. Next, ADDIE model. How many phases are there in ADDIE model? How many phases are there in ADDIE model? The answer is 5. The evolution phase of ADDIE model occurs throughout the process. The evolution phase of ADDIE model occurs throughout the process. Which phase of ADDIE model involves identifying learner needs? Analysis. The ADDIE model is primarily used for. The ADDIE model is primarily used for instructional design. In the ADDIE model, the implementation phase involves delivering instruction to learners. Next topic, cybernetics. Cybernetics in education focuses on feedback feedback and control in learning systems. The concept of cybernetics was introduced by Norbert Wiener. In cybernetics, feedback loops are used too. In cybernetics, the feedback loops are used to adjust and improve the learning processes. Cybernetics emphasizes the importance of dynamic systems with feedback. Dynamic systems with feedback. An example of cybernetics in education is an adaptive learning system. Next, TPACK. TPACK stands for Technological Pedagogical Content Knowledge. Technological Pedagogical Content Knowledge. The TPACK framework integrates. The TPACK framework integrates technology, pedagogy and content knowledge. In TPACK, content knowledge refers to knowledge of the subject matter. Knowledge of the subject matter. TPACK is used to integrate the technology effectively in instruction. Integrate technology effectively in instruction. An example of TPACK in practice is using learning management system of teach maths. Using a learning management system to teach maths. FOSS, free and open source software. So FOSS stands for free and open source software. Which of the following is an example of FOSS? Which of the following is an example of FOSS? Moodle, MOOCs. A key advantages of FOSS in education is customizability and accessibility. FOSS supports collaborative and open development. An example of FOSS used in education is LibreOffice. Next topics, OER, Open Educational Resources. So OER stands for Open Educational Resources. OER are characterized by freely accessible and adaptable resources. Freely accessible and adaptable resources. An example of OER is Khan Academy videos. The primary goal of OER is to promote equitable access to education. OER aligns with which educational principle? Openness and collaboration. MOOCs, Massive Open Online Courses. MOOCs, Massive Open Online Courses. So MOOCs are characterized by large scale open access online courses. Large scale open access online courses. Which platform is known for offering MOOCs? Which platform is known for offering MOOCs? The answer is Coursera. A key feature of MOOC is the key feature of MOOC is scalability and accessibility. MOOCs are best suited for self-paced learning. MOOCs are best suited for self-paced learning. A challenge of MOOCs is lack of learner interaction. Lack of learner interaction. Learning management systems, LMS, learning management system, LMS, and LMS is used to deliver and manage online learning. And LMS is used to deliver and manage online learning. Which of the following is an example of an LMS? The answer is Moodle. A key feature of an LMS is course management and tracking. LMS platform support. LMS platform support online and blended learning. Online and blended learning. An LMS can be used to track the students' progress and performance. Track the students' progress and performance. Next, smart classroom. A smart classroom integrates technology to enhance learning. Which of the following is a feature of smart classroom? Interactive whiteboards. Smart classroom aims to enhance the interactive learning. An example of a smart classroom tool is a smart board. Smart classrooms support collaborative and interactive learning. Next topic, blended learning. Blended learning combines online and face-to-face instruction. Online and face-to-face instruction. A key benefit of blended learning is personalized learning experiences. Blended learning is best suited for combining digital and traditional methods. An example of blended learning is a classroom lecture with online quizzes. Blended learning supports flexible and adaptive learning. Next topic, flipped learning. Flipped learning involves online content at home and in class activities. Online content at home and in class class activities. The primary goal of flipped learning is maximize the active learning in a class. The primary goal of flipped learning is to maximize the active learning in class. In flipped learning, students typically watch videos before class. Flipped learning aligns with which teaching level? Reflective level. A challenge of flipped learning is ensuring student preparation. Next topic, augmented reality. Augmented reality in education involves overlaying digital information on the real world. An example of AR in education is a 3D anatomy model on a mobile app. AR enhances the learning by providing immersive experiences. AR is best suited for interactive and visual learning. A challenge of using AR in education is access to devices and software. Virtual modes of labs, classrooms, library. OLabs are used for visual science experiments. Virtual classrooms enable online collaborative learning. A visual library provides digital access to resources. Visual mode support. Flexible and remote learning. An example of a virtual mode is a Zoom-based class. Virtual reality, VR. Virtual reality in education creates fully immersive digital environments. An example of VR in education is a virtual field trip to historical site. VR enhances the learning by providing immersive simulations. VR is best suited for experiential and immersive learning. A challenge of VR in education is high cost of equipment. The next topic, AI in education. AI in education can be used for personalizing learning experiences. An example of AI in education is An example of AI in education is adaptive learning software. Adaptive learning software. AI enhances education by. AI enhances the education by providing data-driven insights. Providing data-driven insights. A challenge of AI in education is. A challenge of AI in education is ethical concerns and data privacy. Ethical concerns and data privacy. AI aligns with which teaching level? AI aligns with which teaching level? Reflective level. Reflective level. Okay friends, I hope that this video will be useful to you. So இப்போ பாத்தீங்க அப்படினா நம்ம எஜுகேஷன்ல இருக்கக்கூடிய 10 யூனிட்ஸ்மே வீடியோஸா பார்த்தாச்சு. I hope that you will be getting, உங்களுக்கு ஒரு நல்ல நம்பிக்கை வந்திருக்கும். ஒரு அளவுக்கு நம்ம ஃபுல்லாவே கவர் பண்ணியாச்சு. ஸோ இதே மாதிரி ஜிகேவில் இருக்கக்கூடிய 10 யூனிட்ஸையும் நீங்கள் வீடியோஸஸாக பார்த்துருவீங்க. இங்கிலீஷ் மேஜர்ஸ்க்குமே உங்களுக்கு 10 யூனிட்ஸஸ்க்கு கொஷின்ஸ் வந்துடும். ஸோ ஐ விஷ் யூ ஆல் சக்ஸஸ் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ். தேங்க்யூ ஆல்.